Hey everybody, welcome to the first episode of Shoot the Sheet podcast with Yankee
And Canuck.
and our
And
friend here.
Carioca.
All right,
Well,
Carioca.
No, Carioca. You can do it.
yeah.
I
Carioca.
believe in your American vocal skills. You got
Nuclear.
this.
Carioca.
You're getting there.
He's like, no, I'm
Carioca.
good.
Carioca.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's about as close as we're going to get this decade.
This is done, Carioca. I got enough for you. You cannot refuse.
That's actually the closest you've got, sadly.
Carioca. All right, guys, I'm just the ignorant, ugly American here. So, all right, guys. So this is our first inaugural episode. So we're just, as the title of the whole series suggests, we're just shooting the shit. So
Exactly. Why not?
exactly. So we're just going to be talking about mostly things that we're interested in seeing: movies, video games, TV shows, entertainment-wise, whatever's coming up that's interesting to us.
Damn right. Let's just jump right into it, man. What are you guys looking forward to seeing? Whether that's coming out right now or in the next few months. Or...
I'm interested in the world not ending. No, anyway. I'm
I'd
interested.
like Skyrim to come out, before I'm in a coffin, but I'm not sure if it'll happen.
which one is that?
Elder Scrolls 6.
Oh, yes. I'm a huge fan of that series.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
2018 is when they did the teaser, and still to this day, we don't know when the date is when they're actually going to come out with it. People are saying, probably when most women reach menopause our age, but we don't know when it's actually going to be, and they keep pushing it back. So I think Bethesda is just basically playing with us. They're not even making it. They're just constantly making trailers just to pretend they are.
I will make a prediction. I predict it will be out by the end of 2026. That's
2026.
2026. It will be out. That's my prediction.
All right, for sure.
Yeah.
If it isn't, though, 2036 maybe.
No. I think so because Starfield's out. They're still updating that and all, and there'll be DLC, but they definitely have the next title in mind, and it's definitely that, and they really need that to be a big hit. And
They
it's
needed
in
to
their
save
best
them
interest.
because Starfield didn't do so well, right?
I like the game personally. That did have some issues when it was released. They improved it tremendously, and they still are. So I give them credit for that.
With
they should have had
Starfield,
it.
that was the game where like you go on a planet and there's like mostly nothing on it, right?
Well, I mean, it's a open world sci-fi RPG, but
But there's like nothing in the open world.
there is, there is, but it's
There's
like
like
the
rocks and
universe.
stuff. Come on, man.
Most planets are empty, so it's
I saw
kind of it's realistic in that regard. There's pretty lifeless out there, but they do a good job incorporating elements from the game to make it more intriguing. So
they just set it up so high with Skyrim that now like everybody's expecting something to be as crazy as that. A game that you can still play today and not be bored. You know what I mean? And so it's really hard to just go off of that success and say, hey, here's the next level, and everybody's going to be critical of it, I'm sure. I don't know how well it's going to work, but we'll see how it goes.
I personally thought Starfield was good. It wasn't, amazing. It could have been if they took their time and did some things differently, but I think it offers. I'd probably put a couple hundred hours into it. And there's so much you can do in the game, including designing your own vessels, your own ships, and let alone the quests and factions and all the typical stuff you expect from an Elder Scrolls game. So I think being a fresh IP that they've done, and it's pretty good. First IP they've done in 25 years, fresh one. Usually it's always Elder Scrolls, and so I thought it was a good effort. But yeah, Elder Scrolls definitely looking forward to 6, and Morrowind is one of my favorite games, if not my favorite game.
The thing I'm looking forward to is Star Wars Outlaws, kind of.
I mean, I'll play any Star Wars, to be honest, but that game does not look too good. I'll tell you that. I've seen footage, and yikes.
Yeah, it looks like dog shit. I think what I'm really trying to say is that I'm looking forward to it in the sense of like I'm looking forward to like a train wreck happening.
To what I gathered, you're like a mercenary or a bounty hunter, and without force abilities. To my knowledge, at least from what I've seen. But at least they pump out some good Star Wars games like the Jedi Fallen or Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor. So there is some good Star Wars content being released. This game may not be good, but I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm interested in the response more often than not. In terms of actually playing a game, I don't know. I don't know what's going to come out that I'm interested in. I already played Spider-Man 2. I love that game. It's great. But it already came out like a year
Is that the
ago.
one where you can like shoot the web with either hand? Like you could shoot the left web with the left trigger and the right web with the right trigger, or is that the one where you just basically
I've never heard of that. No.
go through? Okay, so yeah, I remember that they made a Spider-Man game where they you actually could control which hand you swung the web at. You had total control going through the buildings, and I had so much fun playing that game. And then after that, they just continuously made it one button. So you're just press the one button to swing between buildings and turn left, turn right. Because I guess
Yeah.
people said it was too hard, but I
Too much.
never enjoyed the game after that because I was just like, man, I used to do such cool stuff like just with the
Yeah.
left hand, you know what I mean? Go around the building and then right hand just to dodge something right at the last second. Couldn't do that anymore.
Oh,
So it's
So
more.
that sounds annoying to
yeah.
me,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
Yeah, but
I
yeah,
think everybody thought that
it
way.
sounds like
except
it'd be
me.
more intuitive though, and maybe more engaging because you're actually controlling the web itself in the direction of it. So it makes it a little bit
Absolutely.
more dynamic. I like the idea of that. I mean, imagine doing that with VR technology now. I mean, that'd be kind of cool, eh?
Oh, that would be insane.
Oh man,
Oh,
I'd get
have
a
you
heart
guys
attack.
played anything in VR yet? I haven't had a VR system. My friend put it on my head once, but it was naughty tapes, so I have no idea about any actual games. So
It-
have you guys actually experienced it, or?
yeah,
I
I
go
was
you go ahead.
I was at
Yeah.
E3. Now it's E3's closed permanently. But back when it was a thing, I went there and I went to the Sony section of the auditorium, and I did the PS Move, and that was pretty. I was pretty crazy. Doing a couple of those. They did. It was like a series of little demos, but the demo I remember playing was like you're a knight in a cartoonish setting, right? And you're just like hitting targets with your little bow and arrow and whatever the hell. But the whole thing ends with a cartoon dragon. You look up at it. It was like a cutscene, so it's automatically you look up at it, and the cartoon dragon looks down at you, and then it eats you. And even though it was like a little cute cartoon dragon, that fucking terrified me. I was like, no way. And I found out
That
you could.
sounds like I
It,
would definitely get terrified as well. I'm one of those people that in the 3D movies, I dodged when I was watching Up and a ball came towards me. I was like, wait, what? What? And my girlfriend at the time made fun of me. I never let it. She never let me live it down. Basically, reminded me every single time. It's like you're scared of 3D movies, though. Like,
Real
I'm just-
scary.
I mean, I don't know. I dodge. All right, something comes towards me, I dodge, whether it's real or not.
Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah.
dodger.
Yeah, well, that's why I can never play Resident Evil on VR. There are people you could play Resident Evil 4
Oh,
and
man,
some of the
yeah.
new ones, and I'm like, fuck that, dude. No, I'm never playing a horror game on that thing ever.
Yeah, see, I would definitely try all that shit. I never got around to, trying Oculus Rift and whatever it's called now, Quest and all the other VR because I haven't had a PC, a good gaming PC in quite a long time now. So I'm a console gamer and there isn't really any VR on Xbox, and I think PlayStation attempted with PlayStation Move, but I don't think they really took it much further. And so yeah, I haven't been
Yeah,
exposed to too much VR.
I'm a
Um,
construction worker, so I'm still trying to buy an Xbox One. If anybody knows a free one, you know what I mean?
A
But
free
yeah, I mean, I think
Xbox. I don't know, man. You probably have to steal it from someone, I guess, in this economy.
I'm still doing Paperboy and Super Nintendo. I don't know.
oh man, Paperboy.
I miss that game. I do
Yeah,
miss the old school, like Donkey Kongs and Mario Karts and all that
sure.
stuff, even before N64.
The
I miss the old
SNES.
school classics, and I don't have any of them anymore. But I definitely wish I would have hung around to or kept around a few of the older games.
Yeah. No, I agree. A couple of years ago, maybe about 4 years back, I sold my original Super Nintendo that I had when I was a kid, my N64 and a bunch of other shit, my Game Boy. So sold everything.
And now
Yeah.
you look at what it's worth, and you're like, "Damn it!"
No, I mean it was reasonable. I got the
Oh yeah,
price was fair and everything.
unless
So
he has like a super rare version of the console, they don't go for too much.
Okay.
about a couple $100 each, whatever it may be, and the condition and how many games you have, of course.
Yeah, I
But
mean, it also depends on the kind of games you have because I had some games that I sold back when I was in college. Back in the day, you guys remember Circuit City?
sure, of course.
Yeah, so Circuit City, we were just perusing around, or just just kind of looking around, and there was like this box of this Pokemon, and it was called Jiraiya's Wish. It was like a Pokemon thing, and it was like a GameCube game where you plug it in, and then you get this little Pokemon called Jirachi or whatever. So I was like, oh, cool. So there was a whole stand, and I could have taken the whole thing, but I ended up just getting the game because I was being a good little boy. And I got the unopened copy, and I got 2 copies, I think, an unopened one and an open one. And then after that, I decided to sell it, and I sold it the unopened one for about, I think it was about $100 at the time. And I sold it on eBay. And then after the guy won, he's like, "Are you sure you want to sell this for $100?" I was like, "Yeah, you won. Why not?" And now that game is like about $1,000 or something.
Oh, damn.
Did any of you guys actually get into the Pokemon Go thing?
A little bit.
No.
A little bit, yeah.
I was always watching Dragon Ball Z when I came home from school, so the Pokemon came on around the same time. So I never really got into the Pokemon, but I started seeing, that it was the cool thing to do when teachers actually banned and outlawed Pokemon cards in school. They were like, it's a distraction, and I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I mean, Goku doesn't get banned. I don't understand. What am I doing wrong? Like, it seems that it was a really huge phenomenon in the 90s. And one that I skipped out on. Yet again, I'm the same guy that still has yet to watch Game of Thrones.
Hold on a second. Did you just say, wait, you said Pokemon Go, right?
Yeah, the one where you catch them, right? Is that like where you go around and catch them?
But you're talking about the one that came out back like almost a decade ago, right?
Oh, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, because you were talking about the 90s, and I'm like, what? It didn't come out in the 90s.
No.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Pokemon, like, for Americans. You know what I mean? Like
the Game Boy
when
games.
they started actually doing the cartoons.
Yeah. The Game Boy game I had,
the
I think it was
games.
a red one and a blue one. I had the blue one when it first came out.
Yeah,
that's pretty much the extent of my Pokemon. As far as games,
I had those. I had the yellow one. Yeah, the OG games. Yeah. I mean, I had those too, and that
was dope. It was good. It's RPG and
yeah, it was really fun. I stopped at Gold and Silver because by Gold and Silver I was like, okay, these are the same freaks of nature, over and over again, and you're doing the same thing. And I'm like, I'm done. Now they're up to I don't know how many versions now, and I looked at it and I'm like, it's the same shit. Some people just like playing the same shit over and over, and that's fine, but it's not for me.
Yeah. Now you're not talking about the one that was like 10, 12 years back that it was on the phone and it connects to your camera, and so people are like going onto train tracks and getting run over.
That's what I thought he was talking about. Yeah, I
played
that one.
Breaking into places to catch Pokemon and stuff,
and getting shot.
Like actually, little Timmy fell down the well because he was trying to catch a Pikachu or something.
Help, Daddy, Mommy, help! I'm starving. I needed that.
That was huge for a bit. I remember a lot of people I know that were doing that, and I remember even in my apartment, I was like, "Yo, what are you doing?" Like, "Oh, you have some so and so," and I don't know what it was called. And your apartment, I was like, "What are you talking about? Man?
Get out of here!
Get out!" It's like there's nobody in.
Yeah, with super rare shiny Pokemon in there. Can I come inside? Get the out!
I was like, "All right, man, I'm getting my gun or my machete."
Here you go. Here's Bombachu.
Nobody's in here.
Gotta say Pikachu when you swing it.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was the thing when people. There were a lot of people. I was in LA at the time, and a lot of people were playing it. Surprisingly, but that only lasted for like, I don't know, maybe a week at most, and then people were back to normal again.
Yeah,
back on the Beanie Babies.
Yeah, well, yeah, kind of like the Beanie Babies. Beanie Babies lasted a little bit longer, and yeah, that's insane because man, people. There's a movie called The Beanie Bubble that's on Apple Plus or Apple TV, whatever that's called, and it's actually pretty good. It's like a docuseries, or a movie. It's one of those things. It's like a biopic, and it deals with the phenomenon. It's insane what people were going through during that time in terms of getting those little cheap pieces of cloth with little beans in them. And what the hell, man? It was a crazy time.
I will never understand it. I will never understand it. It's like the creepy doll phenomenon back in the 50s or 60s. Like, I don't get it. I don't get why you guys are recording these things.
Yeah,
like
the Cabbage Patch Kids phenomenon in the 80s and
right. What was that rock you used to water and it turned into something? Everybody had a pet rock.
I know what you're talking. It's a cheetah pet.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that would grow hair, right? That's the
Yeah,
one.
yeah, it's like grass or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So the shit
Chia.
we get into, it just makes no sense.
Oh, Chia. I said cheetah.
Yeah, Chia.
Chia,
The
yeah.
commercial, Chia pet now available. Call 1-800 blah blah blah.
Oh yeah, the commercial I remember as a kid is Crossfire. You've been caught
Oh,
up in the. I love that commercial. It's so cool. But then I actually played the Crossfire and I'm like, this game sucks. But the commercial was great.
yeah.
I don't know
God,
why the
no.
only commercial that comes to mind when you said that was Budweiser.
Oh, those are great too.
The Super Bowl commercials, I guess, when they used to be good. I haven't seen a good Super Bowl commercial in a really good time. Like, sure, they're decent, but none of
Yeah.
them have been like, oh my god, that's an amazing thing that I want to talk to somebody about.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, because there was that commercial. There was the "Was Up" thing. Was that also Budweiser?
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was Budweiser, but yeah, it was. All right.
I don't
But
know. Hey,
definitely Super Bowl, right?
I believe so, yeah. And this is not
What?
Super Bowl, but real American
Yeah.
hero.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just about to say that.
Yeah.
Real man of genius.
Yeah,
Real
right?
man of genius.
it was the same thing, yeah.
And there's
Yeah.
the Old Spice, you know. Take a look
Yeah.
what you've done. You gonna made a man right out of my son. Old Spice.
I remember the Terry Crews ones, like "Old Spice," and you were just screaming.
I'm on a horse.
Yeah, he's like half naked and stuff. Yeah, they don't make commercials like they used to anymore. But then again, I mean, I try to avoid commercials as much as possible. So.
I wouldn't know because I don't watch TV. I only watch stream, shows and movies on stream. So I can't remember the last commercial I've seen. I don't have cable or anything. So
Yeah, TV ads seem to be, you know, a second thought nowadays because I mean, even when we were younger, we were basically taught like, don't listen to the ads, don't listen to the ads, don't listen to the ads, and then eventually we just stopped watching the ads altogether.
Yeah,
And it seems to have been a great thing that happened because now we're a little less on the materialistic side, I believe, than we used to be. America's not all crazy about, you know, I need this, I need this, I need this. We still buy shit, don't get me wrong. We still want the Versace versus the Walmart. But we definitely are not thinking about it every second of every day. We're not pushed onto it. I don't know if you guys remember, but basically they cut down commercials and children's shows and stuff like that. We had a lot of regulations towards ads. They they've been doing a lot to just kind of protect us from being bombarded by advertisements. So these companies have had to find other ways to sell their.
yeah. No,
Oh,
I
you
mean,
know,
it's
make
the
your
same
product
thing.
good.
It's the same thing because like going with the Budweiser frogs. That's why they got rid of that because it was like cute, cuddly little frogs saying Budweiser, but they were promoting a beer. And Joe Camel, if you guys remember that back in the day.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Big cartoon camel. I thought it was cool, but I knew he was promoting smoking. And I'm like, and I was told by my parents specifically don't smoke. And but this was I still remember growing up and like they had cigarette dispensers in common places like restaurants and shit and whatever. And I remember I used to play around with it. And I'm like, can I have some money? I'm like, those are cigarette. That's a cigarette machine. No, but it has
cigarettes.
But I was like, but it has the camel on it, Joe Camel. So maybe because of dumbasses like me, that's why they pulled Joe Camel. So
The ice cream truck with the
Oh,
candied
man.
cigarettes, the fake
Oh,
cigarettes.
yes,
they use.
yes.
yeah.
Oh, I love those so much, and I have no idea why I smoke cigarettes today.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna put my parents on blast, but I started pretty early as well. Nobody kind of stopped me on that one, and then
I mean, your avatar is what is it, a mojito?
it is indeed. Yeah, it's a well, no, it's a caipirinha.
Caipirinha. Oh, those are good. With the
Yeah, they're good.
cachaça. With the cachaça.
I'll make you guys one someday for sure.
Oh yeah.
It's so
hell
easy
yeah.
to make. It's just a crap ton of sugar, like diabetes amount of sugar, and a little bit of lime. That's all it is.
Hey,
And
man,
then you can get
yeah.
cachaça.
Take my word for it. The snake here can make a mean meal. I could vouch for that.
I watched way too many cooking shows for way too long. I think for like 4 years I was dedicated to the cooking shows, going crazy on it. Gordon Ramsay was my guy, and I got a lot of recipes out of him.
Oh,
But
yeah.
then, you know, Chopped and all the other shows that they have just basically taught me like the basics of cooking. Where my mom, you know, she basically taught me Brazilian cooking, and this is how you do it. This is the time and all that. But then I learned, you know, oh, this is how you chiffonade, and this is how you season a steak, and this is what you do. This is what you don't do. And I don't know. I want to watch a cooking show now. I'm hungry.
Yeah. Yeah, I used
I
to watch a lot of those shows. Actually, this shows massive popularity, and they're really good too. A lot of those shows, the quality is incredible.
For sure. Have you guys ever seen Hell's Kitchen?
Sure.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
no, I've been to the one in Vegas actually.
Oh,
Yeah, you were there
nice.
recently, right? Yeah.
Yeah, well, recently as of last year, yeah.
Yeah.
Last
Right.
October, I was there.
Oh, that's Vegas. And how much money do you have left?
I'm still paying off my debts, so yeah. I'm getting there.
Yeah.
I'm almost there though. I'm almost there. Yeah, you can't do much if you don't have a lot of money, unfortunately, when you're in Vegas. But man,
Not unless you're gambling penny slots, right? So that's the key. Go ahead and go to the penny slots, and then you can get free alcohol in certain places, free food if they see you spending, a few hundred or so. And
that was my
you
problem.
can
I
get
didn't have a
hotel
few
stays
hundred.
for free as well. If you
Yeah,
bring enough people, you can actually get the hotels for free as well. So you gotta work Vegas like it works you.
yeah, that's for sure. I ain't going to do no Airbnb, man. That guy screwed me over. So
Yeah.
Oh well,
yeah, so I'm just.
another terror Airbnb story. Do tell.
Well, it's not nearly. I'm making it out to be worse than it really was. But like, my flight was delayed, so I asked, "Can I have like a day off?" Because I already paid for like I think I was going to be there for 2 or 3 days, something like that. And the guy was like, "No." I was like, "Okay." And I went to Airbnb, but like, "No, see, sir, the way our business model works is that you get and we keep your money." It's like that's our policy.
Keep the dildo.
So I was like, all right, fine, keep your free day, bitch. But
Like,
also,
if you look at the bottom of the disclaimer, it actually says that you get.
I was like, damn, okay, let me pull down my pants. Go ahead. But
Picture of a horse right next to it.
but I went there and I thought I was gonna have the whole place to myself, right? There was nothing in there indicating that I had to share with like 3 or 4 other people. So I was
Oh,
like,
man.
what the dude? So I was just like, luckily I had keys. I had my own keys and whatever. And the people I did meet, they were okay. They were fine. But there was an incident where some dude was arguing in the middle of the night, like it was like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, and it was like the homeowner's roommate is starting some with these 2 girls that he brought over, and it was just a big thing, and they had to get police involved. I think at one point, I was just like, "Bro, what the man? I did not sign up for this. This is
We're
not."
not making it out worse. That is pretty bad, man. That is a pretty.
I guess the more I went on, the more I realized, this was pretty bad. So now next time I'm gonna go to Vegas, I'm gonna get a proper hotel. I'm not gonna deal with that shit anymore.
Yeah.
No more bed and breakfast hostels for you.
Yeah, no.
Actually,
Sir.
they should have given you a discount or something back because of the commotion and the police and
Yeah,
probably affected your sleep. You were probably trying to sleep or whatever.
yeah.
So,
It was like the guy from Pawn Stars. What the fuck is his name? Rick. He's like,
Yeah.
the best I can do is a $5 coupon.
it's not even a $5 coupon. It's just like a $5 to Jack in the Box. Just some.
$5 off some egg rolls after purchase of $10.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
basically gets you like one taco nowadays.
Oh
yeah.
man.
Fast food is so expensive. It's, I mean, it's good. That means it forces you to cook, and that's healthier for you. But still,
True.
So a friend of mine has 7 people in his home, his wife, kids, and everything, and he spent over $100 at McDonald's
Ooh.
and got just enough food. Like, I'm not saying like everybody was like hugely satisfied with the amount of food that, like, 60 nuggets, a couple of box meals, and a couple of burgers, and $100, just like that. And I'm like, Jesus, like if 13-year-old me could see the prices that were happening now, like he would absolutely run away and go back to Brazil maybe, because you go down there, right, and you buy a steak dinner for, let's say, 15 reais, and it's just ridiculous, and it's a 5.5 to 1 exchange rate, so your money extremely stretches out there. And here it's like, oh, you want to eat? Where are your money bags? Give me your firstborn. Give me your checking account number, because I need it all. Like, they will take everything you own, and then they will take your bed afterward.
Yeah.
It's horrible. It's horrible. I have something to admit, guys.
What's that?
I ate Chick-Fil-A.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
know.
Chick-fil-A. Had Chick-fil-A a
No.
couple days back.
I know. I know. I figure like this is my justification of it, okay? I'm like, yeah, the CEO sucks.
I don't.
Everything about the upper
Yeah,
echelon of Chick-fil-A sucks. But all
yeah,
the people that work there, they don't.
yeah. I
So
mean,
I get it.
they're extremely polite. And, yeah, the CEO sucks for sure. And,
Oh
They are
yeah.
the nicest employees in all of
yeah,
America. I've never seen somebody smile so damn much in any job. And I'm like, how are you doing it with the food industry? Because I know you're on your feet all day. You can't be that happy.
That's because you
There's no
can't
way
see.
you're that
That's because you can't see the turret gun that's right above him, out of sight.
I
Smile.
think I think they also
Smile.
their starting salary there is way higher than other places.
That's true. Money does
That,
make you smile.
so
During
it's
COVID,
ridiculous.
they actually got the one of the higher ups in Chick-fil-A to help them make the lines go faster to for vaccinations. So they actually used Chick-fil-A, higher up. I don't know whether it was how high they were, but they actually used them to plan out how they would run the drive-throughs and make everything move a little bit quicker, and it worked. Like
Yeah.
they got extremely more efficient at giving vaccinations through it.
Yeah.
So if that gives you like any idea, it's pretty awesome.
I believe that, yeah,
There
because
you
like
go.
the way that's efficient how they move, because there's so much traffic going into Chick-fil-A. So of course they
Yeah,
have like a tier system. They have like a whole system uh in order to make this whole thing work. Otherwise it's just chaos. And I think they adapted that in other fast food places like Burger King and McDonald's and stuff like that. So yeah.
yeah.
You've seen the toning down of the menu. Like menus used to be so gigantic, and now most places are trying to take it down so that they don't have too many different things to cook. Because Chick-fil-A's got what? The sandwich, the salad, and the nuggets.
The nuggets, yeah.
In
That's
and
Yeah,
Out Burger, it's the same thing. They have huge customer satisfaction, and they have like three
the
things you
limited
can get.
menu.
I
Exactly. Yeah,
begged them
yeah.
for bacon. They told me no.
yeah.
Yeah.
they
Well, they got the whole secret menu thing there too.
The not so
secret
secret.
menu.
Yeah, they're not, well, it's not advertised, but yeah.
I got to
Yeah,
Google this.
I do like the chilies at In
Wait,
and
you
Out.
didn't
I
know about
had
the
In and
the
Out
secret?
last week.
Wait, you didn't know about the secret menu? In
No,
and
I'm
Out?
completely in the dark of
Holy,
the secret menu.
oh! Next time you go to In and Out, you gotta do that, man. You gotta do that. They used to be crazy with the secret menu, but they had to cut out certain things. Like you used to get a 16-16, I think is what they called 16 patties or
That's
something like that,
insane.
stacked on top of one another.
What?
Yeah,
They used to do crazy, but then people were doing it, and they're like, "Okay, this is crazy. We can't do this anymore. We're running out of meat." So
yeah, yeah. I think they advertise up to like 4x4. I think I usually
yeah.
get a double animal style with I add the chilies on it.
Oh yeah, no, that's
So
that's my go-to as well. Animal style on the fries because the fries taste like cardboard.
I,
Uh,
I I don't even get their fries anymore. I've tried their fries twice over the last 10 years, and it's just not for me,
they're
man.
bad. They're bad. I mean, it sucks because they are fresh. They do chop them up in front of you and stuff, and they cook them in front of you and everything. But I don't know. I don't like their cooking process. I mean, like yeah, in terms
Yeah,
of fries, I love Whataburger the best, but Chick-fil-A's got really good fries. The waffle fries. McDonald's has got great fries
Whataburger
too.
fries used to not be that great, and McDonald's fries used to be, heaven. And now it's switched up. Whataburger
yeah,
fries are absolutely amazing, and McDonald's fries are always soggy, never salty enough. It's
Well, you
completely
gotta get them
done
fresh.
a
You gotta get them
180 on
fresh.
it.
You gotta get them fresh. That's
yeah.
why.
It depends on the location, the time. One reason why McDonald's, compared to when we were younger, it was so good was because they were like cooking it in tallow, and then they got sued by vegetarians, and so that's partly why the fries aren't as good as they were way back in the day.
Yeah,
Um,
that
Unfortunate.
that makes sense. Yeah, but if anything, in terms of French fries too, like Burger King's fries used to be really good, but they also were very similar to McDonald's fries. But then they changed them in the late '90s, and I believe it's because they were. I could be completely wrong, but I think it's because they were going to get sued by McDonald's because they were too similar. So that's when they
yeah,
changed up the formula and they made them more crispy, and they sucked. And the Burger
yeah.
King fries have sucked ever since.
Yeah, I mean, it's just in general. I think most of the places have decent ones. Like Arby's has some pretty good fries when it comes to their curly fries.
Yeah.
Jack in the
So
Box curly fries aren't
you're the
bad
one
either.
keeping Arby's alive.
Mm.
I never go to Arby's.
No,
I
I, I
used
I I don't go there very often. Maybe once or twice a year, but whenever they have maybe a new burger or something.
Oh
But
yeah, there used to be an
um,
Arby's close to where I used to live.
yeah,
But they closed that because I guess no one went. And last time I checked, that was a spicy chicken place, like a local joint.
Yes.
It's like you get like these chicken strips, but the gimmick of that place is that it's all about the hot sauce, and you can get the hottest sauce you can if you want to, and destroy your intestines. So
Sure. Why not?
yeah,
I just recently started eating spice. I never used to like spice, never really liked anything spicy, but I guess, when your age changes, your taste buds change. And now I'm finally trying spice, and I tried to cook with it today. Made some Cajun Alfredo, right? And nobody told me that you don't put that many pepper flakes on things because
Mm.
I may have overdone it a little bit. It
Mm.
was hot as heck coming out and spicy as heck coming out. Fed some to my mom, nearly killed her. Yeah, I'm basically gonna stay away from trying to cook the spice until I know what the heck I'm doing. So
Mm.
somebody
Yeah.
give me a little pointer or two or something because I don't want to, blow farts out that are going to set the entire house on fire. But I will attempt to cook again sometime soon. You guys got any pointers for me on how to properly use spice?
Yeah, I mean I mean I cook a lot of spicy food. I make several different types of curries and uh I've always eaten stuff like that. I love spicy food, nuclear, and it's really just a balance. I mean, it depends on the contrast of what type of food you're trying to make, like a curry. For example, if you go easy on the red chili powder and uh and then maybe you have the turmeric or whatever, and maybe whatever garam masala a little bit. Those aren't gonna add too much, so it's really just about a balance and having the right. I think trial and error is the best way to do it, and
For sure.
I
So
mean,
you're basically like you're on
if
your
red
own,
pepper,
but just like just
yeah.
good luck. Try,
I mean, if red,
start
yeah,
small, and go big.
yeah. I mean, if red
I
pepper flakes are causing you an issue, then I don't know, man. If you're going into actual chili powder and stuff like that, it could be a little bit.
oh
But you
yeah.
just go easy, go easy. Like
Reminds
just
me of our
really.
remember our exploit where we got that really spicy burger and they made us sign a waiver and
Oh
then
yeah,
they
we did.
wouldn't let
We
us.
tried to do a. Yep. Yeah, we did like a burger tour in the town we were at, and
Yeah.
we hit up a bunch of different spots, and then one of these spots had the world's hottest hamburger and had 4 different peppers on it. Jalapeno, no problem. Serrano, no problem. Habanero, okay, that's hot. And then the ghost pepper.
Mm-mm.
And yeah, we
It
signed a
was.
waiver, and yeah, it was horrible,
They
man.
wouldn't let us leave unless we took a bite. But I think
Yeah,
they were
which is
just
the best
they were
part.
clowning on us. They wanted to see our expression, so we did it. And it was a really hot day that day. I remember. So
Yeah,
we did it. And we
yeah,
walked out, and I think
yeah.
I was driving. Was I driving?
You
I'm
were
pretty sure
driving,
I
yeah.
was
I
driving.
went to the
Yeah.
gas station next door, and I went to the washroom there, and
Oh yeah. Oh, you were dying. You were like a
I was
passenger seat.
dehydrated too. I hadn't eaten, so it was the
Oh
first meal I
no.
had of the day. I wasn't prepared properly. I was dehydrated. Was drinking the night
Oh,
before,
you were like
and
so reclined
didn't.
in the seat, and you were like, "Oh, that was a bad idea. That was a bad idea."
Yeah, yeah.
I was like,
No,
"Okay."
I bet you I could still do it if I prepared for it properly.
It's like Randy in South Park. Hot, 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 hot.
Oh, we didn't.
Exactly.
Well, we made a mistake of just getting water, and you're supposed to be getting milk for that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Right.
I hate milk. I ain't drinking that.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, you
I'm
just
a
gotta wash your
huge
mouth out,
milk
and you can
hater.
just spit it out.
No.
So I would just have to deal with the pain when it comes to those. I never go chasing the spice, right? Like if anything is spicy, I like it a little bit to mild nowadays.
Yeah.
But I never really chase like the really, really heavy stuff. Now, curry, on the other hand, like Indian spices, like you were talking about, that you can go heavy on all day. Like I don't mind it. Dende, stuff like that. That's a different type of spice.
Yeah.
But peppers, no thank you. I
Yeah.
don't know how you guys do that and enjoy it. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
sweating while you're eating your meal, like you're having a workout inside of a sauna.
Yeah. I usually, I make it spicy. You get the different spices. Of course, some of them, the chili powder and whatnot. The combination of that and the black pepper and turmeric or whatever you're using. And some of the things aren't spicy, but you may add like cardamom or garam masala or whatever it may be. And
The more
but
you add,
it
the more
depends
it
on the
gets, kind of
chilies
thing.
we add. Like we have different types of chilies, similar to like the Thai chilies and stuff, and those can get pretty hot if you are liberal with the use. So, but
And
yeah,
apparently, I was, so I need not to be.
yeah, I
But
get used. You get used to it as well. I've always liked spicy food, and of course, I like my food to have contrast. So that's the best if it's got different types of dynamics to it. But in general, yeah, nuclear.
for sure.
I'm okay with nuclear spicy, no problem. So now that I'm
So
getting older, I might tone it down a little bit, but I still go.
I'm just saying, your poor butthole. Like,
Oh, good. I mean, I'm just getting used to it. Not, just my body digests it because I'm used to eating it, so I don't have. I think it's for those who don't eat it often or didn't grow up eating very spicy food, so then they have such a reaction, and so for me, it's like I don't have upset stomach or anything typically. It's
That's
Well,
good.
you're strong
not
as a
unusual.
moose, so
Right, yeah, indeed. Even with Taco Bell, I mean, dang.
Yeah, and I once in a while I'll have Taco Bell. Try to avoid it, but yeah, never gives me any problem, to be honest, ever.
I can't do it. No, Taco
Yeah.
Bell is basically asking to go to the bathroom 20 minutes later. Same thing with Taco Cabana.
Yeah.
Any sort of like, we're gonna cook you solid Mexican food that usually takes 30 minutes to an hour to cook during a regular restaurant. We're gonna go ahead and cook it in 5 minutes. Good luck. Have fun. Not meat, but hey, who cares?
Yeah.
And the beans, oh man, it's like triple refried beans. I have no idea what the hell is in those things. Like I like Jack in the Box tacos because they're so plain Jane and not actually like they have literally no spice in them or nothing. I'm such a loser when it comes to spice. I understand this, but when it comes to Taco Bell, it just feels like I am going to give myself a hernia from the straining that I do in the bathroom.
Oh yeah, no, I totally don't blame you. Like I can handle spice okay, but I tend to avoid it because yeah, I don't like the bathroom foibles that happen afterwards. I try to avoid that. I'm an old bird. I can't be straining in the bathroom for long
Right?
periods of time.
Now I got to try the secret menu because
Uh,
my mind has just been blown. I
yeah.
definitely had only been to the place a couple times, and now I'd learned that this is a secret menu. Jesus.
Yeah.
Well,
And In and Out. You talking about In and Out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, double animal style. You can't go wrong with that.
yeah.
I like to add the chilies. They're not spicy or anything. They just add a nice tang to it.
Oh yeah. I don't mind a good pepper as long as it's not crazy. Yeah.
You can
It's
add
good,
like
yeah.
you can add a whole onion if you're into that too. Either
Yeah,
raw
Oh,
or
that's
wow.
cooked.
true. Yeah. Yeah. You can even get the burger. Well, the animal style is already like that. The
Yeah,
burger
the
cooked
lettuce.
in
You can do the
mustard,
lettuce
right?
wrap if you want to do that, but you just get the
That's
bread.
the Flying Dutchman, right? Flying
Yes,
Dutchman is
I
the
believe.
patties and the lettuce. Yeah.
Yeah, which is like I'm glad they have that option. Well, it's not glad, but like it's nice that they have that option. But I just
Yeah.
rather have the bread. The bread's better.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
I'm more like I'm pretty much like guy in Parks and Rec who's
Mm.
100% a meat eater, and
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Ron Swanson.
Thank you,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up.
Yeah.
This was really fun. We should definitely
Good.
do this again sometime.
Sounds like a plan.
That all being said, guys, thank you for tuning into the first episode of Shoot the Sheet. Stay tuned. We got a lot more movie reviews coming up. Hopefully, some other stuff too, like video games. Who knows? What
Oh,
else
yeah.
is on the horizon?
That's right.
And
There's always more.
yeah, there's always more. So we'll be seeing you guys later.
Bye,
Cheers.
everyone. Have a good one.
Peace.